The iPad Air 2022 is still the best tablet in Apple's lineup because it offers more features that are equivalent to the expensive iPad Pro 11 without significantly raising the price. It essentially performs everything an iPad should do, and the M1 chip will keep delivering excellent performance for some time to come. The fifth-generation iPad Air is now available, and despite having a design that is almost identical to that of its forerunner, it features significant upgrades that make it more competitive than ever against the iPad Pro. These improvements include Apple's desktop-focused M1 chipset, 5G connectivity, and center-stage camera technology. Let's go into the details. Design and build. The iPad Air has an instantly recognizable appearance thanks to its similar general design to the iPad mini, iPad Pro, and most recent iPhone models. It has pointy corners, unlike prior models, although it is not difficult to grasp in the hand. In reality, the whole construction quality seems excellent, with a body made of anodized aluminum that is supple to the touch. It weighs 469 g, or 478 g if you choose the 5G version, and is an astounding 6.1 mm thick, making it quite lightweight for a 10.9-inch tablet. It comes in 5 color choices, 4 of which, space gray, starlight, pink, and purple, are designed to coordinate with the current iPad mini's finishes. On the other hand, the iPad Air is the only device with the blue color choice, which is brand new. In portrait mode, the volume rockers are located on the top left and have varying functions. As a result, the volume down button will be at the bottom when held upside down instead of the volume up key, as you might anticipate. Although it's hardly a game changer, it's a pleasant little addition that makes daily use a little simpler. It initially appeared on the iPad mini. Other than that, it's business as usual. The power button has a Touch ID sensor embedded in, and there are stereo speakers located on the opposing edges. On the bottom, that is bordered by a USB-C port with faster data transfer rates, but more on that later. Display. Although the iPad Air is now more similar to the iPad Pro 11 than ever before, there is still one key distinction: the display. I'm not even referring to the tiny 0.1-inch distinction between the 10.9-inch iPad Air and 11-inch iPad Pro. In actuality, it shares the same 2360 x 1640 resolution and 264 ppi pixel density as the comparable iPad Pro, but lacks promotion variable refresh rate technology, which guarantees fluid performance at up to 120 Hz. The iPad Air is constrained to a standard 60 Hz, just as the rest of the conventional iPad lineup. As a result, games and apps aren't nearly as fluid as they could be, but that's quite common for all tablets on the market, aside from the most expensive ones. Additionally, HDR10 material is supported, which has an excellent dynamic range and a maximum brightness of 471 CD per square meter in testing. The fact that it has an inferior IPS LCD display as opposed to the superior Mini LED, OLED, or AMOLED is the sole significant disappointment, as a result of which the blacks aren't nearly as deep and inky as those on high-end tablets like the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra or the iPad Pro 12.9. Features and performance. The fifth-generation iPad Air was created by Apple with students, artists, and gamers in mind, all of whom need the greatest performance available. In light of this, Apple made the decision to switch the iPad Air line's chipsets from the A series used in the iPhone to the M series used in the iPad Pro and desktop Mac lineup. More specifically, not only the 2021 iPad Pro line, but also the iPad Air has the same Apple M1 chipset. According to Apple, this provides a 60% increase in CPU performance and up to a 2x increase in graphics performance. Our benchmark findings mostly support this assertion. The new iPad delivers significant speed improvements over the iPad Air 4, with the 60 Hz refresh rate of the Liquid Retina display serving as the only meaningful restriction on graphics. The iPad Pro 11, despite being somewhat more expensive, might be a superior choice for individuals who desire high frame-rate iOS gaming. Although the high refresh rate display does allow the rival chipset to show off its graphics prowess, it is also significantly more powerful than most of the Android competition in the CPU department, offering over twice the processing power of Samsung's Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra using Qualcomm's top-end Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. The added power translates to real-time effect previews and very little, if any, load periods when applying filters and other effects. Games run incredibly smoothly, but at a cap of 60 frames per second. Even running numerous apps simultaneously is possible because to the multitasking feature, which includes drag and drop support. That's fantastic for students, particularly when used with Apple's Magic Keyboard, which effectively transforms the tablet into a two-in-one laptop. Camera. Apple has updated the front-facing camera on the iPad Air 5 to match the rest of the iPad line, even though tablet cameras typically aren't as intriguing as their smartphone counterparts. This indicates that the most recent iPad Air has a 12MP ultra-wide front-facing camera, which makes it a great option for group selfies, but wasn't the primary driver of the upgrade. Instead, it served to support Apple's center stage technology, which makes video calling, a well-liked tablet feature, much simpler. The technology works by analyzing the front-facing camera and automatically zooming in on your face. This lets you lay the iPad down and roam around the room while speaking without having to move the tablet around repeatedly. Despite the fact that you can't seem to turn it on within the camera app itself, it works well with FaceTime, as well as other apps from the Microsoft Teams and Zoom developer ecosystems. Although the f2.4 aperture means it's not quite as effective in low-light situations, the 12MP camera is shockingly detailed in perfect lighting circumstances, with decent exposure and great color accuracy, allowing for great quality selfies. There are no significant changes in the hardware or software capabilities of the iPad Air's 12MP f1.8 camera from its predecessor. Battery life and charging. Despite the increase in performance, battery life stays same, with Apple's promised 10-hour battery life holding true in practical usage. While that may not seem like a long time, more casual users can spread that usage across several days. Additionally, rapid charging capability is available, which will let you spend less time waiting for the iPad to recharge. It can handle up to 20 W of power, but unlike the iPhone, you'll get a 20 W charger in the box, so there's no need to spend money on extra charges. You may anticipate a 25% charge using Apple's 20 W charger in 30 minutes. It's not quite as quick as some smartphones, but given that Samsung's top-end Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra achieved 29% in 30 minutes, the fastest in our test to date, it's still very quick for a tablet. Software. The iPad Air comes pre-installed with iPadOS 15.4, the newest iteration of Apple's tablet-friendly operating system. Even though Google just mentioned Android 12L for big-screen tablets, Apple's iPadOS is still unquestionably the most competent and well-polished tablet operating system available in 2022. Apple's App Store has a vast selection of programs and games that are available for the iPad. Unlike Android competitors who can use scaled-up mobile apps, all iPad apps are designed for the large screen. This implies that you'll have a better experience with apps as they optimize the use of the available screen real estate through UI changes and other features. Price. In the US, the 5th-generation iPad Air with 64 GB of storage starts at the same $599 as its predecessor. Although it was initially £10 less expensive in the UK at a lower £569, the price was increased in October 2022 to £669, a startling £100 increase. The iPad Air is now a little less enticing for UK buyers, especially with the new, less expensive 10th generation iPad now available. This increase in price is not unique. Apple raised the prices of the entire iPad line by as much as 25%. That's all for today. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you all.